The United Nations, habibitapping, peacaim, goo gaming, WYSIAim, Israel, never mind. All of these Osu groups, or rather clans, have insane potential if executed correctly. And while most of these guys are trolling, one seems to stand out from the rest. That clan obviously being the United Nations.
The government? Who's the government?
Real quickly, can you subscribe please? Okay, enjoy the video. The United Nations Osu group was started by this guy.
Let me ace. Please, fucking don't.
If I know scope, I'll have it.
Jamie then wanted to be joined by the country of burgers, where they came together and formed the United Nations. While this was just the start, there were only 2 people, but then it started expanding rapidly with Germany, then Argentina, then Japan, to the point where I am literally part of the UN. Jamie saw this as the perfect way to make more friends and bring the community closer. This group would receive larger and larger attention due to one man, BTMC. This guy has the sheer power of changing entire communities as one of the biggest and most recognizable figures in the Osu scene. Back to the point, an alliance was created where the United Nations would play and organize a multi-lobby just for the pro player, BTMC, to lose.
Wait, did I still lose? Who won?
We still won!
He won! I lost!
We won!
Guys, I full comboed, but it wasn't enough. Guys, I'm being deported.
After this victory royale, their Discord server started gaining masses of people after BTMC also reacted to their video of their POV. BTMC even advertised their Discord in his chat and latest video description.
Give me a link to your Discord. I'll put it there as well. I will aid the United Nations.
It got to the point where they had to make a Google form and even a website if you wanted to join this group. And now the United Nations has got over 23 nations and even the likes of top player Meows, who was the Italian government, in their lineup.
No way, ho fatto 1k. Ah! Ok, easy, he's slow.
I was sort of lucky that Jamie approached me and told me about his plans and the future of the group. He even asked me to be the New Zealand government, which I accepted. Let's just say, since I don't want to leak anything, that the United Nations is here to stay. With some interesting ideas for content and the wider participation of the community, this group has major potential and could be evergreen if Jamie and the other owners of the group can execute the idea to fruition. That leads me to my next point, the execution of these groups. I mentioned it briefly earlier, that most of these groups are just here to have a fun time and joke about it. Don't get me wrong, the United Nations group is also to have fun, obviously, but the direction Jamie is taking it is the way to go if you want to entertain an audience, spice things up, and gain more members and attention. There is a reason why the United Nations Osu group is more known compared to the other joke clans or groups, whatever you want to call them. Another thing is, while the United Nations group may get a bit of flack here and there because people think that the group is a joke and doesn't have enough potential to grow, we'll look at this phenomenon later, they are rarely controversial compared to some, other clans. This likability will definitely help them grow in the future. Hell, the United Nations Osu group is getting to the point where there are imposters among them, like this guy who thinks he's a part of the team. Now, what about the backlash? What backlash, you may be asking? Well, it's no surprise that within the Osu community, there is bound to be hate, or people that hate for no reason. Kind of reminds me of someone. This quote tweet just screams that he is an annoying person. Like, he doesn't have a reason to hate. This guy just woke up on the wrong side of the bed, saw the newest member was announced, and he had to say some shit about it. I would be open to understanding if he had reasons, but this guy probably doesn't have the brain capacity to come up with some. Maybe he just thinks that this group is a joke. It's definitely an opinion shared by others, but I feel like I need to make it clear. While this is supposed to be like a fun group, it's not like a gig or a joke. By watching this video, you can tell they have something different. So I decided to ask Jamie some questions about the future of this group, some things they may be working on, and the overall goal of this group. So let's start with the future. Basically, they would like to take it into the direction of making content. We all know that Osu has many ideas, yet barely anyone can execute them well enough. They are really trying to improve the ideas for their content. Like they made a video of them trolling / spectating Osu streamers as a group.
What the fuck? The whole government is spectating.
Alright, hang on. Let's DM him in game as well.
Who said I couldn't hack it on Hard Rock? On!
We are always
Good.
watching. Seriously, we are always watching. I mean it. It's so good.
And he told me that they ran out of streamers to watch. So they will definitely plan to not milk ideas, and they will try to switch it up more of the time. Now, what about the involvement of the community and things that they may be working on? Well, they have some interesting ideas that I can't reveal yet. However, there is one idea that is planned to come out eventually. Basically, it's a battle of the world 1v1 United Nations Osu tourney. Wow, that was a mouthful. But anyways, it's pretty self-explanatory. Anybody that isn't in the United Nations can participate. 32 people from 32 different countries. Last person remaining wins. The prize for winning is yet to be decided. However, if it goes ahead, it would be a very cool concept and definitely one to remember, as literally nobody I can think of has had this idea before. Finally, the overall goal of this group. That is to have fun.
Sup, bitches?
Hello.
I found a fucking camel.
Build an active community. Make regular Osu content. Be recognized as one of the biggest Osu groups that are accepting of everyone. In the beginning, Jamie really wanted to take the direction of the tournament scene and make it so that they were recognized through tourneys. But in the end, it seemed that people really just liked the group for the group. It sounds weird. It is a completely new idea, a new group that is different from the rest of the crowd, and they are growing rapidly. I mean, the Twitter account got more followers than Jamie's main account in the span of one day. This just shows the potential of this group, and at this rate, it's unpredictable for what is going to happen next. Thanks for watching, and see ya. Bye bye.
Yeah, I think BTMC versus the United Nations would be the next series in the saga.